They are the most exhilarating and dangerous mountains on the planet. The pinnacle on which the world's best test themselves. The quest to win the ultimate snowboard contest. By riding faster, stronger, and with supreme courage and confidence. From the mighty Chugach Mountains in Alaska, this is the O'Neill King of the Hills Snowboard Tournament. This week, the JSP Adventure Series travels to Alaska to access the world's most spectacular peaks in a 3-day competition on snow, testing the world's best snowboarders in downhill, freestyle, and extreme. A competition to decide who is the 97 King of the Hill.
Be careful, that big cornice up top, underneath it, it's thin, there's rocks. Looks like it's powder in there, but it's not. If you start charging, you're gonna hit rocks and you're gonna get thrown. Down here towards the bottom on the left-hand side, it's really nasty. There's a lot of skiers, traverses out that have been windblown and kind of covered up. It'll grab you. Don't be straight lining it through there unless you can really hang on and be prepared. The whole right side over here is kind of wet and sloppy. It's definitely not fresh pow. It's gonna be corn, set up, wet, sloppy pow. That's about it.
And so the quest begins. Among the top challengers from the posse of 43 riders from around the world, Frenchman Antonin Luhegi, an incredible rider with a flair for the dramatic.
I think it will be a very good fun because the guy like Matt Goodwill and a lot of European and that's good. Huh? It's very good. Last year I was only the one single French guy. So now there is we are 4 or 5. So it's good. It's spirit for us, and I mean it's nice to be here because this race is very famous and very important in Europe. Today I compete for the title, but also I want to be on the first to be the king.
Next, to pick a line through the steep rock and snow on a mountain named White Room, veteran King of the Hill competitor Jay Liska from nearby Juneau, Alaska. Liska's advantage, a general knowledge of the area and its terrain. There are no practice runs here. Each rider must select a line and ride it top to bottom. Two-time champion and reigning King of the Hills, Steve Clausen, a rider said to have legs of steel and nerves to match. For 2 years, he's excelled on the extreme day, displaying speed, style, aggressiveness, and air to match the judges' criteria. The 1997 O'Neill King of the Hills Snowboard Tournament is brought to you by Paul Mitchell Professional Salon Products, by Reno Air, discover a better low-fare airline, and by Dollar Rent-A-Car.
It has come to our attention that, well, a few of you still believe Reno Air flies only to Reno. The fact is we also fly to 17 cities throughout the West, including Anchorage, Fairbanks, and Chicago. On Reno Air, you'll discover assigned seating, advanced boarding passes, American Airlines Advantage frequent flyer miles, and for just $25 more, you can upgrade to first class based on space availability the day of the flight. Reno Air. Discover a better low-fare airline.
The bottom line is it's on you. It is not safe. This is the best part. It's not safe. Okay, it wasn't safe today. We found avalanches today. Yeah, right off the bat. Nice little wind slab. Ran out 400 feet, probably almost 3 feet deep. So the mantra is that it's on you guys to not get hurt. Because all we're gonna do is pick you up. And the entire mountain is open anywhere you want to go. I don't care where it is, except the helipad. I don't care where you go. I wouldn't even pretend to tell you where to go. And if you crash and you're close enough that it's within our domain, we'll come get you. Promise. Try and save your life. But it ain't safe. It's no safer before me or after me. And everybody's at their own risk for injuring themselves. If you get injured out there, it's because you went too fast, too crazy, too wild, you hit a rock.
The Alaskan wilderness, raw, wild, untamed, conquered only by the airplane that takes the riders to the top.
That's a pretty scary line, because if he lost it anywhere in there, he would have been toasted.
Funnel. I looked at that earlier, and I didn't really see a good way out. And I guess he didn't really find a very good one out either.
Maybe some medicine.
I hope he's okay. Should be. Tumbled out of that thing. Couldn't believe that. I'll tell you, man, that's, as far as line goes and aggressiveness, that was all there, except when he got hung up.
Get out, the couloir was very thin, so I have to wait and to concentrate to be sure not to be injured.
Another of the top veteran riders, Dan Coffey from Girdwood, Alaska, who excels in the King of the Hill's unique format of get to the top and go.
I was looking for something steep. I wasn't looking for too much exposed of a run, but I wanted to get fresh tracks. And I knew if I came that way, I could always get further over, skiers right, and maybe get some fresh, because there was quite a few people ahead of me. It's not super deep. I came off that cliff at the bottom. I thought it would be a little softer. Ended up being like concrete. A little bit of fluff on it.
Last year, the extreme event was my strong point. This contest has been around for quite a while. It would be nice for an Alaskan to win it.
From the Chugach Mountains in Alaska, this is the 1997 King of the Hill. the helicopter ride to the top of the mountain. 10 women have also calculated the risk and accepted the challenge of Alaska in a bid to become the 1997 Queen of the Hill.
That idea of calculated risk is definitely something that is always on my mind, because I want to take it a step farther, but not do something that would kill me, because it's definitely not worth that much. But I enjoy the rush of doing something that scares me.
A child of pain.
I just dropped in from the corner up there. It was super steep. I was a little bit gripped, and there's lots of rocks sticking up, but it was a pretty nice pow. So I just kind of tried to stay on my board and aired some of those rocks sticking up, and went down there and missed my line. So I had to hop up a little bit, but got back into the chute and went down to that big rock, hucked a backflip, kind of skidded out, made my way down to the bottom.
Open face.
That Eisenhower shot.
How important is equipment preparation on a course like this?
It's fairly important to wax and, you know, tune up your board really well. It definitely helps out. Some of the people aren't really up on the board tuning techniques. They kind of have one up there, I think, from the ski racing experience.
And your plans or motivation for the rest of the contest?
Well, I guess try and win.
I just tried to take something a little more technical, and it's kind of spoiled. I get to ride the open powder faces a lot, so I had just about every snow condition possible other than powder. I had a lot of really nice corn snow. Came down off through this funnel at the top, little chute. Had some really nice snow in there. I'm scared to look at the bottom of my board because I clicked rocks all over the place.
The only rules governing the King of the Hill snowboard tournament, each competitor must start and end in predetermined areas. Other than that, each competitor can choose their own line down the mountain. Judging is based on form and technique, aggressiveness, control, and difficulty of line. For Lori Gibbs, the challenge of everyday snowboarding competition just wasn't enough. This former World Cup pro has now joined the growing ranks of freeriding.
You're a veteran competitor, you've been around for a long time. What would that mean to you if you won something like this?
Well, it satisfied my career. I'd pretty much probably retire and be happy with what I've done. Otherwise, it means to me being here, just free riding, being here with all my friends and enjoying everybody's company and positive energy and being safe.
The annual King of the Hill snowboard tournament is spread over 3 days, but divided into 3 separate challenges. Extreme Day with the steep and gnarl. Downhill Day, a timed run through gullies, powder, and off cornices. And Freestyle Day, a top-to-bottom display of tricks and maneuvers off windlips, rolls, cornices, and natural half pipes.
Mango, gumdrop, strawberry, chocolate. Don't cry, coconut. Mango, gumdrop, strawberry, chocolate. Don't cry, coconut. Strawberry chocolate, don't cry coconut. Mango, gumdrop, strawberry chocolate, don't cry coconut. Go, let it go, let it raindrop, fall from the sky. Don't cry, a coconut.
War Records and the 97 O'Neill King of the Hill in just a moment.
When a hairstylist looks in your face and looks at your type of hair and puts the two together with the right styling tools, they create beauty and a whole bunch of confidence in you. As long as you have confidence, that's all that you need. It's amazing.
You're free, you're happy.
It's all about a great cut, and this gives it its style.
Two days of competition or history at the 97 King of the Hill Snowboard Tournament. The stage is now set for the crowning of a new champion.
There's another street coming down this way, which ends up in a cliff, huh?
I think so.
Okay, then there's a snow patch. I don't know how big, not too big, and another cliff bank which you can jump, huh?
I really try to do as many jumps as I can because that's my favorite thing. That's what I like the most, you know. It's fun to do big turns and go fast also. I like that a lot too, but that's easier if you can do both. I think it's way better. Try to combine freestyle and free riding is my way of seeing things. I think this place is just mind-blowing, really, because we find the same kind of terrain that we're used to in Europe, but it's bigger, there's more snow, and you can get dropped anywhere you want. It's endless, and in Europe it's kind of hard sometimes to find helis because there's a lot of natural reserves and they can't drop you anywhere. And over here it's just go wherever you want.
We are approximately about 22 miles away from the road, a little over 20 miles. What we have to do is basically get about 100 people from one spot to a spot like this in the middle of nowhere where the only way you can get in is to fly in. And that's why we have to do it on a clear day, because if there was any emergencies and we had to get everybody out, we'd be pretty stuck up here. You can't hold an event like this at a ski area because there's too many formalities at a ski area. Here, there is no formalities. You know, there is no mountain manager telling me I can't do this or do that. You know, I don't close any part of the mountain. So, you know, you can go wherever you want as long as my people will come in and rescue you. That's, you know, the only thing you really got to be concerned with.
Late in the day, the shadows begin to lengthen. The snow is changing, adding to the challenge for the late day competitors like Darren Mattingly.
Well, I'm a thinking man, they call me thoughtful Sam. Boys and ships, sit with others. The hounds are bound on this merry-go-round. I said, no, this one's on me. Well, I'm a thinking man, they call me thoughtful Sam. Boys and ships, sit with others. The hounds are bound on this merry-go-round. I said, no, this one's on me.
Welcome to the White Room, 4,200 vertical feet, 20 miles from the nearest road, Rio, Alaska.
There was a top ridge up there that I knew, and after the top, I knew I just make a few turns on the ridge, and then once I got to the end, I just hung a little right and got on top of the little spine and made some turns down the spine until I found my next major landmark, because that's kind of what I do, is I look for certain landmarks so that I don't really get lost. But after my last landmark there, I got lost. So, but yeah, I cut into some of the rocks and kind of worked my way through, and then I was back to where I was.
I don't know the answer, but I know just how I feel. It always happens on Thursday.
Matt Goodwill, a snowboarder since 1985. Now 27, his list of accomplishments include 93 World Extreme Champ and 1994 King of the Hill. His focus here, to celebrate his sport and add another crown. The task is daunting, even for riders with his ability. This 3-day challenge is the ultimate test of skill, strength, and stamina. The King of the Hill Snowboard Tournament is an embodiment of the sport. Mind, body, spirit.
And then I came down and squeezed underneath. And it wasn't too bad. It was nice and at least carvable until you got to stuff that's already slidden or, you know, something's already been. It's pretty firm, choppy.
Thanks for the warning, Scott.
After standing up there for a while and looking around, I mean, I don't think there's anything that's more exciting that offers more crazy terrain than stuff we're seeing around here. Yeah, that was my plan. I knew it was kind of, it was along the fall line. It wasn't really aiming towards the rocks, Mom. Actually, I had a pretty clear shot. I just had to turn when I landed, hook up a toe side turn, and by then I was hauling. Well, I knew it was going to be real crusty, so I figured I just have to keep my turns tight and controlled, not let them get away from me. In other words, not get too much speed going, as you saw I almost did after that air. But I just had a line plan and stuck to it. Unfortunately, it's a lot harder than I expected down low, so I couldn't help but slide out once. But anyway, exactly where I wanted to go. Just a little variation on Goodwill's one.
The celebration is complete. 43 riders testing the edge and the untamed beauty of the Alaska Chugach Mountains. The deciding day victors will celebrate, along with the 1997 King and Queen of the Hill. The O'Neill King of the Hill Snowboard Tournament has been brought to you by Paul Mitchell Professional Salon Products, Reno Air, discover a better low-fare airline, and by Dollar Rent-A-Car.